Had 4 of them.
Okay.
All one cup.
Welcome back to Fiasco.
We are going to be starting with Act One. We've just finished our setup, um, but before we go into Act One, we need to establish our characters now. With what we got on during setup, we need to discuss amongst ourselves what our characters are, what our goals are in this story going to be, and we to make things a little simpler, we'll just go around like we did before and kind of just discuss with everyone what our characters are. So I'll go first again, and so I'm a corrupt official that is in that has Natalie as my lover, and I'm connected by crime through Brian, who's a local big shot. Does anyone want to kind of start anything with come forward with any ideas if you have any?
I actually have an idea for you and I.
Okay.
I was thinking that since I'm a bookie, your character could be like have like a gambling addiction and ended up getting into me for a lot of money, and that's how you became corrupted. Because you owe me a bunch of money, so like basically I've got you.
Or it could be where, since you are a bookie, that you're like bribing him so that he doesn't like raid your joint.
That's also an option, but I like the idea that I that he's into me for a lot of money. What do you think, Brett?
I think that would cause a nice little. Your need is to get out. All right.
Yes.
So in this story, that's what's driving you in that's what's driving your character in this story. So let's tie what our character's relationship is to that somehow.
Okay.
So you're trying to get out of this town and away from family.
Yeah.
Your
I
family.
had an idea on that too.
What's your idea?
I was thinking that I inherited my bookie business from my father, who is retired because he's old, and he's decided he no longer likes the way I've been running the family business and has been on my ass about it. So I'm trying to get the fuck out of here so I don't have to put up with his shit anymore.
Okay. All right. So, go ahead, Wesley.
If you want someone in debt, I'd probably be the most likely one to be in debt since I am the gambler.
Yes.
That is true.
So I could be in debt with you.
I just like the idea that the reason he's corrupted is because he's in debt to me. But that's fine too. Either way works.
I mean, if you're the local big shot, maybe you're the guy that helped me get to where I'm at. Maybe you helped finance me.
I like that too. Like I use the money I've been gaining from all the people been losing money to me, like Wesley, to help fund your campaign to make you a politician.
Which will help you in getting out of this town.
Okay, I like that. We can do that. That works.
Yeah. So maybe during this game, your character's goal is to use me somehow to get to meet your need.
Okay.
Maybe I'm your only chance at getting out of here.
Yeah. We.
So okay, I'm actually liking that.
And I would be your discreet romance lover from... I'm your secretary at work.
A secretary at work, huh? So your need during this story is to get laid because you need the raise that badly.
You don't pay shit.
I don't pay very well. Okay.
Did we just establish that Natalie's character is essentially a prostitute?
That was
Hey,
established
I answer
long ago.
phones. I answer phones.
Is that what you call it?
You just moonlight as a street worker, you know.
Just because I happen to stand by the light post in a nice dress doesn't mean I'm a prostitute.
Okay. So this is sounding like this story. This story is going to revolve around me, with you guys trying to get something out of me
Yeah.
in one way or another. Okay.
I feel like I'm kind of the wild card here.
Yeah. You're the guy in those movies that at the end you like we haven't been paying attention to you, but you end up killing the main character at the end. You know, like in freaking The Departed. You know how just like everyone died at the end of that. Like,
Spoilers! I haven't seen that movie, dude. Jeez.
if you haven't seen it by now, you're probably never gonna watch it.
Shut up. I actually do
I
want to
could
see it.
also-
I've just never bothered to get around to watching it.
How many of you have seen Devil? You know, that one with them
Yes.
in the elevator?
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler warning. So, yeah, the old lady's the devil. And no one suspected her, so
Yes.
that's kind of
Like with your gambler guy, your
Honestly,
goal. Oh, go ahead.
the movie that I think would be the best example of an unassuming character ending up being like a total badass would be The Usual Suspects.
Yeah, I have to agree.
All right. So are we done spoiling everything for everyone?
Yes.
So apparently Wesley's Kaiser Sose now.
Okay, so I mean, Wesley, your character could be. I mean, your need and the detail of your need is up to you now. I mean, we haven't established it, so you can actually set it up in your head what your character's goals are. I mean, what I think your character could do is either have now we need to tie in the hate paraphernalia and the municipal building into this conversation.
What if? Well, you're tied into the municipal building anyway, since
Yep.
you're the official.
And a lot of our scenes are going to be there because of Natalie and Brian.
But what if you were racist? Well,
Ooh.
let's say I'm like Hispanic or something, and you're a racist, and you find out about me and Natalie's character.
Wait a minute. Flip that around. You're friends with. All right, you're friends with Natalie's character, but you're friends with benefits.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that she's been in a relationship in a romantic relationship with me for a while. My character could be the one who has an ethnicity, and your character could be the one that's like trying to, like it's like you're the goal of your character. You're a gambler, and you're in a relationship with Natalie, or you're friends with benefits with Natalie.
I really do think the best situation would be for you to be against me, since you are actually lovers. Meanwhile, I'm friends with benefits, so it wasn't going to be a real relationship anyway. Meanwhile, you probably believed she wanted a real relationship with you.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You're like in that friend zone where you're like in that kind of lucky friend zone, I guess. But like maybe you want to have you want to be with Natalie's character, but instead she's kind of fixated on me, and maybe it starts out with her needing the raise badly, but it might have developed into something a little different. But with your character, like I can see your character being like the revenge kind of character, like that character that is willing to kill to settle not only settle his debt, but to get the woman that he's infatuated with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, warning: we don't in any way approve of any hate paraphernalia.
Yes, of course. This is all part of our game. None of us here are racists. We are all nice people. I am Hispanic myself.
It's like 3 of us Hispanic.
Yeah.
And then there's Brian.
You can play a white character, and I'm just like, how could she date that cracker? Because she said she's going to be African American.
Yeah, you want your character to be African American, okay.
So I could be like whatever other race, and you could be just, that stereotypical white, powerful person. So.
Okay. I'm a Republican. Okay.
So we're kind of establishing some really good things here.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me kind of break this down real quick. Or does someone else want to break it down so that we all kind of understand where our roles lie in this story?
Well, my role is that I'm a bookie trying to get the fuck out of town.
And you're using the corrupt official that Brett's playing in order to try and do that. Meanwhile,
I'm still not sure how I'm trying to use him to get out of town, but yeah.
We'll figure that out as we start going along. Meanwhile, I'm in debt to you, and I'm also in a friends with benefits relationship with Natalie. Meanwhile, Natalie is dating Brett. Oh, that's why you're doing it.
Pre-law student trying to make enough to go to law school.
Okay, so she's trying to go to law school, and she's using Brett in order to try and sap money from him.
Meanwhile, my character is actually falling in love, and he realizes that she has another man on the side that she likes to be with. So
you don't have to say that you've discovered it yet. We can discover it like in the story.
Yeah. But the point will be that I know about you at some point. I know about Wesley at some point, and that causes me to start making schemes to take you out of the picture. Because there's no freaking competition when it comes to love.
Yeah.
This is House of Cards. And then with you and with Wesley and Brian, what kind of conflicts are you going to be having? I'm seeing that Wesley, you owe Brian money, and Brian, you're trying to get that money from him. Maybe as a way of getting out of town.
Yeah, I need that money to help me get the hell out of town because, I'm going to need the money to get like a hotel room somewhere once I get out of here.
But Wesley doesn't have the money.
But Wesley doesn't have the money because he's a broke-ass bum.
We can't say that. I might just be hiding the money away.
My character's perception
I have
is
some
that
money,
you're a
but I don't.
bum because you won't ever give me the money you owe me.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I am. That just means I don't have enough to pay you.
Or you're just refusing to pay me because you're a dick. I mean, no.
My brain's just like working on how we're going to be incorporating this hate paraphernalia into the story. How is this going to be important? Why is this going to be important?
Well, like I said,
why do I have to be the racist?
we're just saying maybe. We're trying to figure out how we're fitting it in.
None of us necessarily have to be a racist. This is an object that not necessarily any of us have, but that's driving the story in some way.
Ooh, maybe I find like KKK clothes or something, when I'm visiting you one day, and so I kind of pull away from you just as things are getting intense between the people.
But it was actually like evidence for something, since
Yeah,
you are an official.
but I didn't know that. And how do you go up and talk to somebody? Hey, I noticed you have these Ku Klux robes in your closet.
Hmm.
So let's say it's evidence for some crime, and you're studying it with whatever official business you have with it, like maybe you're a judge or something, I don't know. And that's when she finds it while you're out
Actually,
doing something.
I really like the idea of you being a judge because that could play into my thing. Where the reason I'm trying to use you to get out of town is like, uh, because I'm like a known bookie and stuff. Like I've got a criminal record and I'm not supposed to fucking leave town, so I'm trying to get you to overturn my record so
Funded.
that way I can get out of town legally
I
without
like I
getting
like the
arrested.
judge thing. I like the judge thing.
Also playing to me being a pre-law student.
Oh damn! This is starting to come together.
And
It,
instead of a secretary, she's that woman in the back that types everything that everyone says.
The court recorder.
Yeah.
like as a part time job while she's doing pre law. Okay, I'm liking this so far. All right, so but we still got we still got some things that we need to iron out. Why would I have the hate paraphernalia? Why would I be studying something like that to what you call
Well, you are corrupt. Maybe it's someone close to you that you don't want arrested. So you're trying to hide evidence.
hmm.
I like that. That could work.
Maybe it's your wife's.
Oh wow. Or maybe it's part of my past. Maybe it's something that I mean, since I'm a white Republican, maybe this is something a part of my past that I'm trying to keep under wraps. This doesn't necessarily have to be, Ku Klux Klan robes. It could be either
Decisions you made in the 60s regarding segregation.
maybe. I mean, let's establish what year this is. What year is this taking place?
I like the idea that it's something in your past you're trying to hide because it could be that like you're trying to become like you want to become like the mayor or the governor, so you're trying to keep that hidden so you can so that way it won't come up like during the election and screw over your campaign.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a photo of you with a Ku Klux Klan member.
Hmm. Okay. And this will drive the story either by Natalie trying to get what she wants, or Brian trying to get what he wants. This can be something like
I think it'll
that.
drive the story because I found the photo and I'm trying to use it to blackmail you to clear my criminal record so that way I can get out of town.
Oh, this is gonna be nice. I'm thinking of some awesome things right now. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's what it's gonna be. It's something with my past. So, and Brian, you could have found out. We need to establish how you could have found out. A photo necessarily. I'm
Dad.
not. Hmm?
His dad was the member in the photo with you.
My dad.
No, I
No,
was my dad.
Brian's dad was the Ku Klux Klan member in the photo with you.
There we go.
And Natalie finds the photo, shows it to me. That's how I get involved in that whole
Well, how would Natalie have the
situation with.
photo?
Like I said, the reason she's having trouble with Brett is because she discovers this evidence that he's trying to hide away, so that
Okay,
your family
actually, I
doesn't get
have an idea
arrested.
on that now. What it'll be, I have the original photo. My dad had given it to me, and then I sent a photocopy of it with like a note to the mayor or to Brett's character, the judge, saying you need to overturn my record or this is going to go public. And she ended up finding the photo,
What are you sent
but
in the
didn't.
photo?
She found the photo like in his desk, but didn't see the note.
I think I've got a better idea. All right. All right. How about this? All right. Natalie works. Damn it! Are you serious? All right. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have to mute real quick. I gotta take this call. I'm sorry. No way. Come on. Muting call.
Holy fuck, that was loud.
The other idea I kind of had along the same lines as my first one is that since you're his secretary, like the note I sent him with the picture showed up, and like you opened it to see what it was for him and saw it that way
That would
before
work
delivering it to
pretty
him.
well.
And you just like walking.
Maybe I
off,
didn't
like,
even deliver it
what,
to him.
what the fuck is this about?
Maybe I freaked out and I didn't deliver it to him.
Or that,
Ooh.
and you start trying to blackmail him too.
Really use a raise.
This is gonna be intriguing.
I'm liking the way this setup is going so far.
And it's all gonna go wrong. Terribly, terribly wrong.
Well, if it doesn't, you're not playing Fiasco, right?
Plan on trying to give him an even number of color. You know how whatever colors he keeps giving him the opposite ones the next time around.
All right. I'm back.
I'm
Okay.
back.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah, that must have been really loud.
Oh my god, was it loud?
It's loud on my end. All right. What were you guys talking about?
I came up with a second suggestion for the photo thing. Like I have the photo. I sent a copy of it to you with a note saying that if you don't clear my criminal record and everything, this will go public. But you actually never saw it because Natalie, being your secretary, when it got delivered, got dropped off at her desk because you were like out for the day. And she opened it up and read the note and saw the picture and kept it for herself so she could try and blackmail you as well.
Okay. Let's make this a little simpler. What if you came to my office and she overheard the conversation?
That could work too. What do you think about that, Natalie?
That works too.
But like, you know, instead of all this stuff falling into place, you know, she just hears the conversation and then starts whatever gears in her head that take place.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
And that's where we can like have one of our scenes. That could be possibly where the story starts.
Yeah.
Our first scene. Okay.
I like my character's setup now because I need you to clear my criminal record so I can get out of town. I need Wesley to give me the money he owes me so I have money once I leave because I'm going to be out of a job.
Yes, I'm liking this a lot. Okay. All right.
Natalie needs to get into law school and she needs a raise really badly, so she's trying to do a big relationship with you but discovers this. Meanwhile, she's with me on the side.
Sometimes sex has to be about more than just the money. Or sometimes you just want to enjoy it. And then go about your business.
Very true. Okay. Anything else that we need to establish?
Let's see. We've established our relationships,
I need
the
to choose a
location, the
name.
object.
Here's my name. I really want to do Francis Underwood. My first name is Francis. That's going to be my first name. Let's see.
You should just use Francis Underwood. I like that. Judge
Really?
Francis Underwood.
You know what? I'm gonna do that.
Francis Underwood.
I might be spelling that wrong. Francis Underwood.
Francis.
One other thing I want to add to the whole me trying to get you to clear my criminal record to help me get out of town. The reason that I'm kind of thinking the reason that maybe you're not is because you want me to stay around to help you with to help finance your campaign for like governor or mayor or whatever.
Yeah, I have aspirations to go to higher office, but maybe you and your family have been a huge source of my
Yeah, like one of your
my
major
campaign funding.
benefactors.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're almost set to go for the first scene.
But we really need to find out what Ray Franklin, your character Wesley, what his motivations and stuff are. I mean, we kind of touched on it briefly, but let's start hammering that out right now.
Alright.
I go to him with the information I hear about you and Brian talking about, because I'm kind of freaked out that things may turn very badly for me.
And maybe while she's talking, she mentions how it's Brian's character. And I try to use that against him to get out of my debt.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe my whole goal is to try and get out of this debt I have with him and just enjoy my life how I originally
Want to
did.
get out of this debt? Give me the damn money.
And maybe your character sees an opportunity when Natalie comes to you with this information. Your character sees a way of either exploiting or using someone to get out of your debt.
Yeah.
And maybe murder might be involved.
This is gonna be fun.
It better go horribly for at least one of us.
Okay, so I mean, I think we've got everything. We've got our names. We've got what our characters' goals and aspirations are.
That is.
We've established what more details on our relationship, and we've determined how badly things might go.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone else is ready, then we could get started.